Hello, hello, hello. This is Patricia Taylor with Personal Touch by Takeo Inc. We're going to talk about quality time. And quality time is my love language. And my thing with quality time is that I love it when my husband spends time with me. And we can just be sitting, in his man cave and just watching TV and programs and stuff. And he's learned how to sit and watch some of the programs that I love. At the same time, I've learned how to sit and look at programs that he learns he loves. So it's kind of a give and a take there, and I've learned to really enjoy. He's a sports guy, so I actually have learned how to watch football games and get excited about it. I've learned to watch basketball. We're not too much into baseball, but basketball and football, we're into that. Baseball, we watch it when they have they're doing their finals with that, but otherwise, it's baseball, excuse me, basketball and football. So we love that. And anyway, we're going to talk about the quality time. So according to Dr. Gary Chapman with the five love languages book, he says that this is the love language. It's all about your giving your partner your undivided attention. And when I wrote that down, I put a line under undivided attention, because you can be sitting with somebody and not be giving them your undivided attention. You can be talking to someone and not give them your undivided attention. So people know when you are really into what they're saying, into having that time with them. So it's so important that our actions line up with what we're doing with this person. That quality time is their love language. So number one, pray with them, or pray for them and stuff. And I love doing that. So when my husband and I sit down and we take that time out and we come together to pray together, that speaks volumes to me, especially when he's the one that takes the lead on the prayer time, and we sit there and we pray for one another. We pray about other concerns that we have, and it's a closeness. It's kind of like a bond that you form, when a closeness that you form when you take and spend that time together, just coming before the Lord and praying and worshiping Him. And He knows that I love Him to spend that time with me, because that's a spiritual bond that you get, and you can't buy that experience. It's a great experience. Number two, do your best to surprise them with a romantic gift, romantic getaway, a romantic getaway whenever possible. So whenever you can, surprise them. If you know that that person's quality time is love language is quality time, you want to do something that makes them feel special. It doesn't have to be a getaway for me. That quality time for me would be if my husband goes with me and we go to the mall and we do things together, and he says, "Okay, we're going for you, and we're going to go shopping for you." That's quality time for me, because we're spending time and he's showing me I love you because I'm taking this time out to do something with you, at the same time, uh, I'm going to get rewarded with the gift. Remember, that receiving gifts is also one of the love language. It's not my top. My top is the quality time, but him taking that time and paying attention into detail and trying to help me to look for something that he could have stayed at home and I could have just gone by myself, but he gets out there and he goes with me. So that speaks volumes for me. That number three is take interest in their hobby and spend time enjoying it with them. I don't know if any of you all have hobbies, things that you like to do. My husband and I took up bowling. And we don't get to go as often as we want to, but we've promised ourselves that we're going to start trying to go at least once a week. And that's our way of getting away, doing something together. We're getting the exercise in there also, but it's doing something together, and it's fun. You enjoy that. It's like, it's an exciting time just to be able to get away and do those things that your spouse loves to do. And when you take an interest in something that is really a hobby for them, just like I said, for my husband, for me to take interest in sports, when I could be off doing something else, but sitting down with him, especially with our kids being grown in a way, us sitting down together and enjoying a game together, it speaks volumes to him, even though words of affirmation is his primary love language. He loves it when I can sit down and spend time with him. I love it when he sits down and I like to watch home improvement shows. He has grown to love those home improvement shows, and he'll actually put it on the program for me, and we'll sit there and we'll just watch those programs together and we'll talk about them. That's, he's grown in that area to see she likes that, so I'm going to do that with her. And it speaks volumes to me when he takes that time out and he could be watching something else, but instead he puts on a program that he knows and I like. Number 4 is to read the Bible to your spouse. If they are unbelievers, read them a nice poem or a short story aloud. Goes back to me with the prayer time and stuff. I love that's a spiritual bonding time for you and your spouse, if your spouse is a believer, and that you guys can sit down, study the word together, read out loud, and encourage one another in the things of the Lord. And if that spouse is not yet come to the knowledge of salvation and stuff, taking that time out to read a book that they would really enjoy, that would be an encouraging book, and a reading, like they said, the poem to them that speaks volumes to that one whose quality time is their love language. So just taking that time out, it could be 15 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. It depends on your time and their time together, how much time you want to spend with that spouse. And number 5, take them to a local coffee shop to hang out and enjoy some coffee or tea. Take them to a local coffee shop. Take them to a local hangout, someplace that you guys, you like to go. It may even be taking them to dinner and say, hey, you're not cooking tonight. I'm taking you out and we're going to enjoy. It could be taking them to a movie, right? Take them to a movie that they've been talking about. And that's even though you may not be saying anything, you may be into that movie, right? You may be into that movie and you're enjoying that movie, but knowing that that spouse is next to you and they're spending their time with you, because we can do a lot with our time, but spending quality time together is so important, because tomorrow is not promised. We don't know whether we will be here tomorrow. We don't know that our spouse will be here tomorrow. So spending that time together, allowing that spouse to know how much you love them, how much you care for them. And if their love language is quality time, you want to do that for them so that they feel appreciated. They feel the love that's coming from you. Just like the words of affirmation from my husband, when I speak good things to him and I tell him that I'm proud of him, he gets that big chest and stuff. When he sits down and he spends time with me, he causes my love to grow for him, because I know that it's just like the Lord. He's concerned about the things that we're concerned about. And so when we spend time with him, he embraces us with his love. And when my husband spends time with me, that embraces me with his love. So that's our 5 out of 10 for tonight. God bless.